Sometimes I feel as though everything around me is going 100 miles an hour. People, cars, passing conversations that only make a brief visit to my ears. One minute everything makes sense, at least as much as life allows it to. And sometimes it just comes to a halt. Everything around you and everything that you thought you held within goes black. Life seems to be no more. It's a slightly familiar feeling, yet somehow different every time. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Always do what you are afraid to do." I shake my head in disbelief, only because I know these words to be of significant meaning. In life, I think we all too often stay clear of the things that frighten us. I do, like going back to school for the first time after a 10-year break, sitting in a classroom full of strangers, on a foreign campus, in a new city that I'm still struggling to remain in. Fear drives the possibility of success away from many, and sometimes it's merely just the fear of succeeding itself that allows one to withdraw. As I stand on new grounds, looking out to the east as the sun rises with the morning, my heart remains heavy in a way that I wish it wouldn't. My hands are full with a past that I hid inside, and now I'm digging it out from the center of my heart and soul. Images, memories, and conversations that glare back at me from the center of the sun's beam that I can't stay fixated on, falling one by one. Hopes and old expectations that did nothing but gather frustration and repeated letdowns, which are attached to loved ones like a ribbon tied to a bloom, trying to break free to dissipate into the sky. Many say there's a freedom in letting go of certain things in life. What I think they fail to mention is that sometimes that freedom doesn't come until you've gone through the process of figuring out how and what it is that you really need to let go of. Bad habits, an addiction that is only slowly killing you, or maybe the idea that one has control over their life, building walls so high to protect yourself from getting hurt, yet you've only isolated yourself from within. I have built many walls, shut several doors, and ventured up and down many different paths that one could travel in life. Some dark and not so forgiving, others quiet with none other soul in sight, made of gravel that somehow has the beginnings of life fighting to grow through the small cracks. I've also ran and hard from facing a reality that was not feasible in the past, yet life has changed its mind, for it has knocked on the door of my heart, declaring loud and vigorously, "Now is the time." No matter how hard I try to pretend like I don't hear it, and even more, feel its confirmation in my bones, it prevails and does not budge. Now is the time, I say quietly in agreement. Now is the time that I stand before those in my life that hurt me and only cause those old walls to be built higher and higher. And now is the time that I turn that fight to breaking down all these barriers that I truly thought protected me, with fists that punch through years of my old dedicated craftsmanship. And when the day ends, all in all, it's me and me alone. And I don't understand what I'm doing here in Boston, in this amazing apartment, or going to school. My heart aches every single day for a taste of home, to smell the clean air of the Northwest, to stand on the small and familiar streets of the town I once knew, to not hunger for a simple touch from a hand that you know. For my world, everything I know or thought I knew has vanished, and I stand in a place that I am fighting with everything I have to not turn away just because I'm scared.
Look how they shine for you. Everything
Because I am. I'm frightened beyond belief. And though I hate to admit it, because I really do, I believe I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. And that's here, in the company of an individual that I'm learning to love and care for like I have for so many others that are in my life. Because these moments come where I just can't move and I ask myself, what am I doing? And I just don't know. But I have to have hope that I'm doing it right, whatever it is. I just have to have hope, and I have to trust that voice that says quietly, stay, live, grow, love. Part of me is scared that those who I treasure so much in my heart, who happen to be so far away, will forget me, who I am, my dorky expressions and odd remarks, that I will only become a faded memory of the years that are long past. I'm just scared, and for once I'm not running away from anything. Rather, I am running to something I don't know, something I don't have control over, nor can I predict its future. So with each step, I release a little more of this weight that I have carried for far too long. And though some days I may not take a step forward because I'm just too overwhelmed, at least I can say I'm not taking one backwards. So to myself and any other person out there that feels like your feet have sunk into cement and your world gone black, and there is a loneliness that you wish you could just kill, I say for us all, go.
Oh God, the flashing at night, the sirens grow and grow.